Linux Mint's Cinnamon Desktop is hiding some mind-blowingly powerful productivity and multitasking features that most people don't even know exist. And I'm talking about turbocharge features that will take your productivity, your speed of getting work done to the next level. The way you interact with your computer will forever be changed with these. In this video, I'm ranking 11 multitasking features in Linux Mint from beginner friendly to absolute power user territory. Expo and Scale that give you a bird's eye view of everything, hot corners that turn your screen edges into instant action buttons, workspace tricks that separate your chaos into clean, focused zones. I've been using Linux Mint as my main work machine since decades now, and I have distilled all my experience using this system into this video. So these 11 features are absolute game changers. You'll wonder how you ever lived without them. So whether you're new to Linux or you've been using it for years, this list is going to unlock a whole new level of productivity and multitasking for you. Let's jump right in. Starting this list off with the S tier multitasking feature, we have Expo and Scale at number 11. Expo and Scale are Cinnamon's visual overview modes, and these are absolute game changers. They let you switch windows by side instead of hunting through taskbar or Alt plus tabbing blindly. Scale is your window picker. Hit Ctrl plus Alt plus down and it spells out all windows on your current workspace into a grid. You see everything at once. Click the one you want. Done. You have 12 browser windows open. Scale shows you all windows with thumbnails. You spot the right one instantly. While in Scale, start typing to filter windows. Middle click a thumbnail to close it fast. Expo is your workspace map. Hit Ctrl plus Alt plus up and it shows all your workspaces at once. This is how you keep your sessions organized. You see everything running on your computer at once and you can drag and drop these windows into different workspaces. Slack drifted into your development workspace, dragged back to communications in one move. Need to switch from writing to research, one glance shows you where everything is. The hidden power move is middle click to close in both modes. You can clean house without ever focusing a window. These two features together turn chaos into control. Absolutely S tier. At number 10, we have hot corners. Hot corners turn the four corners of your screen into invisible buttons that trigger multitasking actions the instant your mouse hits them. And here's why hot corners are special. Your cursor cannot overshoot the screen edge. So whatever you're doing, you can move the mouse rapidly to a corner and you don't even have to control the speed. This makes corners behave like huge, easy to hit targets. Once the muscle memory kicks in, hot corners feel absolutely fast. Here's the power user setup I absolutely love. Top left corner triggers show all windows, which is Scale. Top right triggers show all workspaces, which is Expo. Bottom right shows the desktop. Now task switching becomes a dance. Flick top left to pick a window. Not there? Flick top right. Hop workspaces, then back to top left to grab it. Need to clear the screen when someone walks up and you want your privacy? Flick bottom right. Everything vanishes instantly. The one setting that separates annoying from addictive is the activation delay. Add 150 to 300 milliseconds on corners you accidentally bump. This eliminates false triggers when keeping the speed advantage intact. I myself don't like any delay here. Now flicking your mouse like this, it needs a bit of practice to get the hang of it. So yeah, be patient with this one. Give it a couple of days to set in. You can even bind a corner to run custom commands like locking your screen or launching scripts. This is a massive productivity boost, which is exactly why hot corners get S tier ranking from me. At number 9, I have one super important tweak that I use with Workspaces. This is not necessarily a feature, but rather a technique. Workspaces are Linux Mint's answer to desktop clutter. Think of them as separate rooms for different tasks. One desktop for all your communication apps, other for editing, another for browsing and research. You keep context completely separated. Workspaces are amazing. I always separate all my work using these, and I cannot oversell you the importance of having all your applications and windows organized by task or subtask. The mental overhead you save by having this, it feels so streamlined. But here's the real hack. Most people just leave them as Workspace 1, Workspace 2, Workspace 3. That's a missed opportunity. Instead, rename them to match what you actually do here. Hit Ctrl plus Alt plus up to open Expo view. Click the Workspace label and rename it. Call it coding, writing, browsing, cooking recipe, whatever matches your workflow. Now your brain stops thinking in numbers and starts thinking in modes. You don't go to Workspace 2, you go to the writing workspace. That's a psychological shift that makes switching feel natural and intentional. Most people have predictable workflows. You almost do the same thing on a repeated basis, and these names persist after reboots. 4 workspaces is a sweet spot, enough separation but not so many that you lose track. And you can jump between them with Ctrl plus Alt plus arrow keys or hot corners. I'm a huge Workspaces guy, so this is a solid A-tier technique. Okay, on most desktop operating systems, standard window snapping is the backbone of clean multitasking. This is your split screen tool that turns desktop chaos into organized lanes. Cinnamon lets you snap windows to the left half, right half, or corners for 4-way quadrant layout, and also top half and bottom half. You can drag windows to edges and let go once you see the outline. But keyboard shortcuts are way faster. Super plus left snaps to the left half, super plus right snaps to the right half, super plus up top half. If you press super plus up again, then it maximizes the window, super plus down restores. You get the idea. Play on with it a bit to get a feel of exactly how it works. Here's the trick most people miss. You can change these shortcuts to snap windows into quadrants. Super plus left, then super plus up snaps to the top left corner. Super plus right, then super plus down snaps to the bottom right corner. Once this becomes muscle memory, you can throw 4 windows into a clean 2x2 layout in seconds. This is perfect for side-by-side work. Browser left, document right, terminal left, code editor right, file manager left, notes right. You stop overlapping windows, you stop hunting for the right tab, and you stay focused. By the way, when you're having multiple windows snapped this way, you can click and drag the border between the windows to adjust the whole layout itself. See, window tiling or snapping like this is ridiculously simple, but I feel that it is the absolute foundation of most multi-app or multi-window workflows, and for many people, this is all they'll ever need. At number 7, let's see how to effectively use the panel taskbar. Pinned and running apps icons here. The panel taskbar in Cinnamon is smarter than it looks. By default, you get the grouped window list applet turned on, which keeps things tidy by grouping windows by application. If you have multiple terminal windows open, they will show up as only one icon, but you will see the number here, and if you hover on it, you will see the windows. This turns switching into visual recognition instead of blind guessing, and it keeps the bottom panel tidy. Here are the speed tricks. Pin your core apps to the panel, the apps that you use the most, your browser, your file manager, the terminal if you use it. Then super plus 1, super plus 2, super plus 3 to launch or switch instantly. This is actually fantastic. Instead of touching the mouse, you can just use the keyboard to jump between running apps or even open these apps here, and yeah, it's just speedier. This becomes pure muscle memory. And when an app has multiple windows open, maybe the file manager, your terminal, or even your browser, hover an app icon to see all the open windows. And from the group window list applet settings in the applet app, you can set it so that you scroll your mouse wheel to cycle through the app's windows without clicking. Middle click an app icon or thumbnail to close it fast. For power users, there's the Cassia Window Lis Extension. It adds keyboard hotkeys for specific windows, smarter grouping rules, and extra mouse button actions. The stock list is solid for most people, but Cassia is there if you want maximum control. By the way, if you haven't already, check out my course Linux Mastery Express. I've designed this course to level up your Linux skills very quickly. With this course, you'll get so comfortable using the terminal commands that your friends will think you're a Linux wizard. You'll get perfect with the most used, most useful commands, and also learn advanced things like using the V-editor and shell scripting as well. Linux Mastery Express, link in the description. Do check it out. At number 6, we have always on top and always on visible workspace, basically pinning windows. Let's start with always on top. This keeps a window in front or on top of all the other windows. It never gets buried. Perfect for tiny utility windows that you glance at constantly. A calculator while you work on a spreadsheet, a timer counting down, a password manager prompt, a small terminal monitoring logs, picture-in-picture video playing in the corner. These are micro interaction tools. You need them visible, but you don't want them taking focus. Right click the window title bar and toggle always on top. Done. Now always on visible workspace. This is different. This makes a window follow you across workspaces instead of living in just one workspace. It shows up everywhere you switch to. This is perfect for companion windows, a music player that should travel with you, a notes window that you reference constantly, a monitoring terminal running htop, a chat window that doesn't deserve its own workspace. You're not duplicating the app, you're making one window omnipresent. Right click the title bar and toggle always on visible workspace. Here's where it gets powerful. Combine both. Always on top plus always on visible workspace turns a window into a floating HUD. It follows you everywhere and stays visible above everything. Perfect for a tutorial video in picture-in-picture mode while you replicate the steps, or a tiny timer plus note stack that never leaves your side. This combo is a real productivity unlock. Solid A-tier feature. At number 5, we have sloppy window focus mode. Sloppy window is a game changer for terminal and editor heavy workflows. Actually, any workflow where you're constantly switching between multiple windows. It changes how window focus works. Instead of clicking to activate a window, the window under your mouse pointer becomes active automatically immediately. You just glide your pointer into the window and start typing. If you live in multiple terminals and IDE plus terminal or docs plus editor, this saves thousands of clicks per day. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating the number here. Hover terminal A to check output, slide back to terminal B and type immediately. No click in between. Your hands stay on the keyboard and you stay in flow. This works great especially when you have Windows Snap. Here's the power user setup. Go to System Settings, Windows, Behavior tab, set focus mode to sloppy, then turn on Raise Focus Window. This not only focuses the window but also brings it to the forefront. Seriously, once you start using the computer like this, you'll wonder why you didn't know about this before. One caution though, sometimes your mouse can drift into the wrong window and you might type into the wrong window. It's rare, but it has happened with me. Yeah, for most people doing serious multitasking work, this is a solid A tier. Just a couple of option changes in your settings and the way your computer works changes for the better and everything just becomes so streamlined. This is actually quite big. At number 4, we have the Gtile Extension. This one is a game changer for precision window layouts. Cinnamon's built-in snapping is great for halves and corners, but on ultra-wide and 4K screens, perfect halves feel wrong. Real work wants thirds or 66%, 33% or a skinny sidebar. Snapping runs out of road fast on large screens. Gtile fixes this by giving you a grid overlay on demand. Hit Super plus G and a grid appears over your screen. You paint the rectangle you want with your mouse or keyboard. The active window snaps to exactly that shape. No dragging, no resizing, no nudging. One action, perfect edges. Done. And you get multiple layout options here. Yeah, this one is for the really advanced styling needs on the Cinnamon desktop. This unlocks layouts that native snapping cannot touch. IDE at 2/3, terminal at 1/3, center column at 50% on an ultra wide with side panels for chat and docs, top 70% for writing, bottom 30 for reference notes. Once your brain learns the grid shapes, window placement becomes pure muscle memory. For keyboard mode, use arrows to move the selection, shift plus arrows to expand or shrink, enter to apply. And here's the power move. Set up multiple grid presets. A coarse grid for normal work, a dense grid for precision layouts. Switch between them with number keys while the overlay is open. That is when Gtile stops feeling like an extension and starts feeling mandatory. Absolutely S tier. Next up, we have Alt-Tab customization. Most people just use Alt plus Tab as it comes, but Cinnamon lets you tune how it looks and what it shows, and this actually matters for speed. Search for Windows in the menu. Alt-Tab. The switcher style changes the entire interface. Icons only is the fastest. Window preview is better when you have many similar windows open, and if you want something modern and stylish, go with either cover flow or timeline. Hey, nobody said being productive cannot also be stylish. Pick what matches your workflow. Then here are the settings that boost productivity. Turn on Move Minimize Windows to End. This keeps your working set clean. Set a delay of 150 milliseconds if you want. With that, a quick tap jumps to your last window without the switcher UI popping up. Turn off Show Windows from all workspaces if you use Workspaces seriously. This keeps your list short and relevant. And here is the real power move. Use Alt plus Backtick to cycle windows of the same app. Backtick is the key just below the Escape key. Alt plus Tab to Firefox, then Alt Tab to Terminal, then Alt plus Backtip hops between your terminal windows without touching anything else. This is the secret for anyone juggling multiple browser windows or terminals. Solid feature. At number 2, this one is for people who use multiple monitors. I have some cool multi-monitor workspace tricks for you. Okay, by default, workspaces span both screens. Switch workspace and both monitors flip. This is often not what you want. Go to System Settings, Workspaces and enable Only Use Workspaces on Primary Monitor. Now your primary monitor switches workspaces while your secondary monitor stays static. This turns Monitor 2 into a permanent control room. Keep Discord, important docs, OBS stats, monitoring dashboards there. Your primary monitor becomes your task carousel. Perfect for presentations too. Slides stay on the projector while you switch workspaces on your laptop to grab files. For moving windows quickly between multiple monitors, use Super plus Shift plus left or right to throw a window to the other monitor. No dragging, one shortcut, done. Chain it with snapping and window placement becomes instant. And when multi-monitor gets weird, and believe me, it will, especially when you plug out one monitor or unplug out your laptop from the projector, the system might end up behaving weirdly. Then quickly restart Cinnamon without closing apps. Hit Alt plus F2, type the letter R, press enter. This clears ghost windows and visual glitches fast. If you see artifacting on mixed refresh monitors, that is usually an X11 compositor sync issue. Wayland will handle this better when it becomes usable on Mint. I hope multi-monitor people are happy with these tricks. And finally, on the number 1 spot, we have one of my absolute favorite features in Linux Mint Cinnamon Desktop, Touchpad Gestures. If you use a laptop, this one turns navigation into muscle memory. Cinnamon has built-in gesture support that works on most modern touchpads. Go to System Settings, Gestures. The default setup is solid. 3-finger swipe left or right switches Workspaces. 3-finger swipe up opens Expo to see all Workspaces. 3-finger swipe down opens Scale to see all windows on the current workspace. This is the laptop navigation loop. Fast context switching without touching the keyboard. And if you want things to feel just quicker, set up these actions to take place at the start of the gesture and not at the end. This is actually quite important for day-to-day usage. Keep 2-finger gestures for scrolling only. Do not bind them to actions or you will trigger them constantly. Again, set workspace switching to trigger at gesture start for instant feedback. This only works on modern multi-touch touchpads. Older budget touchpads might only support 2-finger scrolling. If gestures feel choppy, this is usually X11. Wayland handles gestures smoother, but Cinnamon on Wayland is still experimental. Solid A-tier feature for laptop users. Now you can go absolutely crazy with these because there are 4-finger, 5-finger gestures, you can pinch and do stuff. So yeah, play around with these. Yep, there you have it. The 11 multitasking features that make Linux Mint Cinnamon an absolute productivity powerhouse. Now here's the thing, it's not about picking just one feature, it's about combining these tools into one cohesive workflow. Hot corners plus Expo plus Workspaces plus snapping. That's when everything clicks and your desktop just flows. And if I had to pick 1 or 2 things most people are sleeping on, Expo and Scale with hot corners and touchpad gestures. Seriously, try them for a week and you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. Alright, if you found this video useful, if you enjoyed it, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and leave me a big thumbs up. And if you're interested in leveling up your Linux skills, the link to my course Linux Mastery Express is given in the description below. It's designed to teach you Linux and take you from zero to hero in the shortest time possible. You'll be using Linux like a pro within a matter of hours, so definitely check that out. Next up, check out my Linux Mint 22.3 What's New video to see all the latest features and improvements. They have made some really big changes with the latest update. You know, they actually completely changed the menu itself. So yeah, check it out. Alright, this is Linux Tex signing out.